of open time for citizens to present ideas and issues. We ask that that forum begin at each city council meeting and it be included in the televised and recorded session of the city council meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, before we move on to the next group of citizens, and I said that 2 citizens would be next, and they will, but we're going to hear from 2 youths, because we've gone through 6 citizens, because Mr. Johnson passed his time. So the 2 individuals, the 2 young individuals from the city of New Bedford, they're going to speak now, and if there are any more young individuals that want to speak, please come up here and sign my sheet so me and Mr. Pittman can know. So if I could ask you to point yourself out. Catherine Gould, I know who you are, I just don't know where you are, dear. Where are you, Catherine? Okay, you'll be first. Ken, maybe can you get Catherine for me? Thank you. After that, Derek Gomes. Where are you, Derek? All right, so, Catherine Gould. Catherine?
Come on, Catherine, stand up. I didn't recognize her without the camera.
All right, I have an idea for the entire city that, the police officers that are sitting in the offices, maybe they, hello? Oh, instead of just sitting there in the offices writing the reports, maybe they can go sit in the high crime neighborhoods and watch them and do the reports, so that way more streets are being watched so the criminals, get to do their crime. Thanks.
I think Marlene's up next.
No, Derek is up next.
Derek's
Marlene. Over here. Here I am, trying to do 3 things at one time. Hi. There you go. Keep it real and talk about it.
Hi, my name is Derek. Real nervous right now, but I hear every day schools, adults, everybody talking about what they're gonna do to how to change our community, about getting jobs, about opening more opportunities for us youth. Instead of everybody talking about it, what we need to do is do it. I'm talking about this, for instance, about school systems. People are getting into fights and everybody's getting kicked out of schools. By everybody getting kicked out of schools for things like that, instead of trying to help us, that's giving us more time to get involved with gangs and to get in trouble. Now, when we're getting kicked out of school, we have nothing to do to keep us occupied for getting a job because there's not that many things we can do without a diploma. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is saying, oh, well, there's this program, this program, this program. Maybe that's not what we need. Maybe we need a lot more help than that. You know what I'm saying? There's cops and all these people trying to help us and trying to give us good advice. That's not what we need. We need more than that. And I'm a youth out there trying to do the right thing, and it's not easy. I get sucked down every time, you know what I'm saying? And that's because I have nothing to keep myself occupied. If I get kicked out of school, where am I gonna go from there? You get kicked out of school, it's not that easy to get into another school out here. You know what I'm saying? What opportunity does that give us? How can we be successful? Instead of everybody talking about it, we need to do it instead of talking about it.
Thank you, Derek. For those young group of individuals that just walked in, if you want to speak, you can come over and sign my yellow sheet here, and I'll make sure that I get to you, okay? So there you go. No, no disrespect, but I don't respond to that young man. So here you go. That's all right. We're going to hear from an organization now, which is my pink sheet, and then we'll go back to the citizens and back to the youth. The first one I have here, it looks like to me Anna Silva from the YWCA. Is that correct? Is it Anna? Where are you? Are you behind me? No, that's what it says here. YWCA, Anna. Okay. Ray Califf, Cushionette Heights Association. Where are you, Ray? Okay, sir. I'm coming to you. You want to get him, Ken? Is it easier for you? Mr. Pittman will help you out. Again, if you want to sign up the youth, please come on up and do so. Sir, go ahead.
My name is Caliph. I'm from the Acushnet Heights Association, and I've got with me here Pam Maloney, who is the president of the association. Actually, there are so many ideas, and I don't really have a very good idea, I think, but I wish we could, instead of just giving ideas, just say at least we're going to volunteer to be with a group, with a neighborhood group, because we need volunteers. Everybody has ideas. I'm sure this forum, we could come up with 1,000 ideas, but we need people to really implement these ideas. And I'm not doubting any ideas. We are always in need of volunteers in our neighborhood. We're not having enough people willing to help and really try to implement these ideas. I wish at the end of this wonderful idea that the mayor-elect has come up with to form all these forums, that people will step up to the plate and say, we are willing to be a part of this or that or this neighborhood. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you. Ken, if you could stay there, because we're going to go back to the residents, and just so you folks know the vast difference here, the opening took about 13 and a half minutes. It's 7:34 according to my watch, and in that 15, 16, 17, 18-minute time block, we have spoken to 11 individuals. See, big difference, and that's the idea, okay? So I know a lot of people had that suggestion. We listened, we took your suggestion, and we're going to keep taking your suggestion. The power of suggestion and an idea never goes unheard, and you might not think it's a good one, but guarantee you it is. All right, enough out of me. I have Frank Robbins, Frank, he's right over in the corner, and then it will be Marlene.
How are you today, Frank? Good.
Good evening. My name is Frank Roberts. I'm from County Street. I want to talk about the homeless people. All we have in New Bedford is one shelter. I know, I've been there. Everyone cares about the shelter, the homeless people during the wintertime. Summertime, they don't care. And I know the city's building up New Bedford, which is great. But, we can build up 2 or 3 buildings, too, for, homeless people, too. I know at one time there was a shelter for women and children. Not. Okay. I don't know if they have them or not. But at the shelter on 8th Street, all they have is 20 beds. And you miss your 20 beds, you're on the street. And, like I said, everybody cares about the homeless people during this time of year. During the summertime, they don't care. It's their problem. And I don't think it's right. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Excuse me.
Evan, Marlene's up next, and she has an idea about how to generate some revenue for the city.
Marlene, right behind you. Hi, Marlene. How you doing? Excuse me. Thank you.
My name is Marlene Pollock, and I have an idea about how the city can raise money. I would like to see the new mayor actively participate in efforts at the state level to raise money for the cities and towns. There are many initiatives going on, and let me just give you 2 examples. One is there's a battle to try to close corporate tax loopholes, and what I'm talking about is big multinational corporations that are shifting income into other states in order to avoid paying their income taxes in Massachusetts and every other state. We need help from Mayor-elect Scott Lang and other mayors throughout the state to help us have tax fairness, and this would generate a lot of money to the cities and towns that could be used for so many things. Like this young man said, we need youth programs, our schools need money, we need public safety. This is definitely an ongoing effort. The second idea, and Mayor Menino pushed this, and I was disappointed that when we went up to the State House, there was nobody from New Bedford there, but hopefully that will change. A lot of the poles that NSTAR uses, the telecommunications use as well, and these are subject to local property taxes. NSTAR pays the taxes, but the telecommunications industry gets a tax break. They got it in 1905 to jumpstart the telephone industry. I think it's about time that that tax break ended, and that would yield $143 million that could be used for the cities and towns. So I would very much like to see the mayor get in there and help with these kind of revenue ideas. And secondly, we have a very low-income city. A lot of people are eligible for federal and state programs that don't even know. If the mayor could open a bureau inside the city hall and invite the community to come in to find out what they're eligible for, and also to help seniors with this Part D Medicare, everybody's freaking out. I would like to see the mayor set something up to help our citizens. And then if people can be eligible and find out they're eligible for programs, then they can use their other money to spend in the local community and help New Bedford's economy. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, before I go to more residents, we're going to take 45 seconds to 1 minute, and we're going to look at a presentation on the screen from southcoast247.com. And I just want to remind one more time about our wonderful sponsors, Neighborhood United, Mayor-elect Scott Lang Transition Team, and a good mayor, Medium Studio, more on Isherwood Communications, The Standard Time, southcoast247.com, Weekly Compass, WBSM 1420 AM, Mars Donuts, Greater New Bedford Regional Vocational Technical High School, Comcast News 9, New Bedford Public Access Television, New Bedford Public Schools, and in the back, keeping things loud and clear for us and running the equipment, which is ever so important, R&B Entertainment. Are you ready there, sir? Fire away. For those folks at home, there's going to be a sound to this, correct? Okay, so I'm going to put the mic in front of the speaker and do the best we can.
I have a theory that is relatively simple. Gas prices will continue to go up and more people will buy Toyotas. It doesn't take a genius to see why.
Well, the folks listening to the radio can't see the screen. How we doing? That's it. That was 15 seconds. Oh, here I am waiting. All right, cool. All right, we'll move forward now. I have people who sign a resident form that I know are part of an organization, so I'm assuming you're going to speak as a citizen and not an organization leader, okay? The next two, Melissa, Missy, Gilbert, and Ben. Where are you guys? Where are you? Right there. I just left the two of you. Okay. So I'm coming back. Here we go. Here we go. Here you go, Melissa. How you doing?
Good. How are you? My name is Missy Gilbarg, and I am part of an organization, but I'm here tonight as a parent of two children, one of whom is a 5th grader here at Kearney. And I just got elected to the school council here, so what I'm about to present is kind of what I'm calling a push-out prevention plan. And basically, the school district needs to take affirmative action, affirmative steps to limit disciplinary expulsions. Right now we have a zero tolerance policy, and what the young man right there was speaking about, kids are getting expelled for things that they shouldn't be getting expelled for, and when kids aren't in school, they're getting into trouble. They're more likely to get into trouble. So we need to make sure that suspensions and expulsions are limited to times when they're putting school safety in jeopardy. And if it's for things that's not happening, we need to find ways to keep them in school no matter what they're doing. All students should be encouraged to stay in school. There needs to be a policy in place that staff know that they...
Fine, there we go. Just gotta...
So staff needs to send the message to the students that they're welcome at the school, and no matter what they're doing, no matter what they're saying, obviously there needs to be discipline, but we can't be telling kids that they should be out on the street selling drugs, or they should be, don't approach me on the street when you're not in school because I don't want to see you out there. Kids need to feel like they're welcome in school and that their teachers, their teachers like them and they appreciate that they're in school. And every decision that is made for a child to drop out of school needs to be looked at as a failure upon the school system and not as a failure upon that student or the family. It's the school system that's failing our kids. The school district also, we need to increase supportive services for children at risk of dropping out. And that means giving schools access to community treatment and counseling providers for kids, better identification of children with special needs in accordance with the law. We need to make sure that IEPs are implemented and acted upon, and that our kids are getting the services that they need so that they do want to stay in school. And last but not least, we need to contract with an expert on dropout prevention so that we can review district practices and make recommendations about what further steps should be taken. So I guess that's it.
Thank you, Melissa. Before I move, okay, I was going to say that, and if I missed you prior to that, I apologize, and I'm sorry.
Any evidence of how many safety expulsions there have been?
I don't have it right now, but I'm sure we can get it. I mean, I have evidence from conversations that I've had with kids that have been expelled and suspended from school for non-safety reasons, but I don't have documentation with me right now.
Obviously, you feel there's a rash of these things that are happening. Is that?
Yes,
you feel that?
kids are being pushed out of school. Any way you look at it, whether they're being pushed into West Side and then pushed out of school, West Side isn't, kids don't need to be at West Side because from what we've heard, West Side is a total disaster. So they're being pushed from New Bedford High or the middle schools, junior highs, into West Side, and that's just as bad as being pushed out of school. So.
Thank you.
You have a question, Pete?
Okay. All right, and now Ben, how you doing? And you know where you can, Melissa, you know who I am. We've interviewed you several times, so if you want to give me that evidence, and I'll pass it on to Mr. Phillips.
Hello, my name is Ben Gilbar. Obviously, education is the foundation of a lot of the problems we're facing and a lot of the non-economic development we have. If we don't have proper education, we're not going to have businesses coming in that give jobs, and we're not going to have anything. So my first idea has to do with the dropout rate and prevention. One problem is that the schools, especially New Bedford High School, has very few people in terms of counselors and people that are looking out for these kids. There's about 3 guidance counselors. There's so few guidance counselors for so many students. My idea in proposing is to bring mentors into the high school and middle schools to help youth get through school. There's actually a lot of mentors that I can identify actually in the room right now. Using funds from reimbursements that are issued to the city from a lot of different state and federal programs. These mentors would educate the kids using alternative means, would reach out to them, would be a big brother, big sister type person for these kids to help them get through school. And they would also be called upon to educate classes on the big picture of life rather than just sticking to subjects, academic subjects. The big picture of life meaning, all right, you obviously want to, because everyone wants to get ahead. There's no one that wants to be a failure. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. So, all right, you want to get ahead. This is what it's going to take for you to get ahead in plain terms. This is what's needed. Educate them on life skills, life in general, balance and checkbooks, just things they're going to know in life, not just the academic subjects that are the standard school procedure. Next idea, a youth center focused on teens and young adults. This has been echoed by hundreds of youth over the past 5, 6, 7 years. This youth center needs to be made with the vision of youth and run by mainly youth. And the model of it would be a one-stop teen center where you would have a computer lab, you would have a counseling aspect, an event area, recording studio, hangout area, all these things within the area, and there are many buildings that aren't being used that could be utilized. And it would also create jobs for the many youth that need jobs that can work right in the center. And another way to get jobs, last idea, we see many police doing detail at construction sites. This is something that youth can very easily do, young adults. Free up more police to do community policing where they can actually make and build relationships with the community rather than not knowing the community they're trying to serve and being the enemy, which unfortunately has happened. And that would offer many more jobs that capable people would be able to do. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to do one more resident and then two youths. All these wonderful youths signed up. If there's any more, that would just be great. Hey, on the way in, you had some wonderful Mars Donuts, and you also had some awesome pizza from Domino's, courtesy of Nelson Locker Hut. And he had a great event last night, too, for the Neediest Family Funds, where a bunch of people showed up and delivered pizzas. So, Nelson, I don't know where you are, but thank you for the Domino's.
Okay, next up, I think Evan is.
Yep, I got one quick thing here. Can we borrow that hat, that Boston Celtic hat, okay? And what I'm gonna do, all right, that's right, live radio, I can do live things. We're borrowing a hat from the audience, from those wonderful people listening at home on WBSM. I'm gonna pass it around and ask you for $1, 50 cents, 75 cents. if you could give anything, okay, to raise money. Every penny that goes in this hat tonight is going to go directly into, no, it's going to go directly to the neediest family funds, and it's going to be matched by newly elected Scott Lang. So if you could do this, I would greatly appreciate it. We're not doing many fines, and we need money, right? We need money to help people. Ken, go ahead.
Okay, the next idea is going to come from citizen Flora Senna. Flora, where are you? Where's Flora? Okay, she's right there.
No, she crossed off, right? Or is she here? Oh, you changed your mind.
All
Okay.
right, I also have an idea, a letter written by, or typed out by Mr. William Blackburn, who is not able to speak due to a medical condition, and I want Mr. Blackburn to know that I am going to hand this letter directly to Scott Lang right now. All right, Flora, stand up for us. Welcome.
I'm speaking this evening as a resident of New Bedford. I am so concerned about so many things, and Scott, God bless you, because New Bedford is in trouble. First, I'd like to say about the youth of New Bedford, because I've worked with them for quite some time. And right now, I think that the city needs to look at the employment. We need to look at education. We also need to look at something that, and I'll go out on the limb, and I hope Marsha Anselmo's not in the building, is parenting. We need to open lines of communication with the parents. There's so much that I want to say. I feel like our students, our children, are being institutionalized from preschool to high school. Parents have to go to work. They're not receiving wages that are affordable for them to be able to live, to pay their rent, to be putting food on the table. So unfortunately, we have to keep their children until late in the day, which is very appreciated by the parents. I know sometimes I work late hours and I can't wait to get home. I just feel that there's so many injustices going on right now. As far as education, I can't speak for the entire city, but I can speak for Kearney Academy. Kearney Academy, everyone in this building, from custodians to cafeteria people to the staff in this building, we love our students. We do the very, very best that we possibly can. We educate them, not only the curriculum, we do social things, we do sports, we do whatever we can to build our youth, to build their self-esteem, to let them know that they are somebody. That's it, I'm done?
1 minute, ma'am.
Oh, I'm okay.
Because you're not looking at, so.
Anyway, I just feel that there's a lot of work to be done. I commend the man that said that we do need a lot of people who are going to volunteer their time to help the youth that are coming up right now. There is not one boy or girl. Now, there's a lot has changed as far as the MCAS testing and the standardized testing, that they have to do this in order to graduate. I know if that test was available when I was getting ready to graduate from high school, I would have dropped out because I am not a tester. And there's a lot of people in this room that feel exactly the same way. I think that government in itself wants to just put us in a little bag and make us, okay, I'm done? Okay. God bless Scott. Good luck to you. Congratulations.
Thanks. What we're gonna do, when your time is up, we're gonna ring that bell, so when we ring the bell, your time will be up, okay? All right, we're gonna jump over and do a couple of youths here from our great city. The first one on top of my list, it looks like Sean Richards. Sean, okay. Oh,
And Evan, Trinae Costa did not get a shirt, the first speaker tonight.
okay.
Oh, you did get one, okay.
There you go. Here you go, Sean. We're not gonna hold that time against you.
My ideas was putting more football fields up. I see at Belleville Ave, there's been many soccer fields. How many footballs do you see in the city of New Bedford? I see none. And another thing that was bothering me was when I was playing baseball at Bartwood Park and Tina League, I couldn't even play night games because there was complaints about people playing, making noises, cars getting hit with baseballs. Come on now, that's not on the ball players. That should be on whoever parks near the parks, the fields. I mean, another thing is that we need more money to support these teams. These teams actually of places where to go, like Third Eye, the team, YMCA, stuff like that. I mean, this place is going down the drain. In my eyes, it ain't doing much. But these teams doing nothing. Where does most of the violence happen at? At night. Come on, you gotta get jobs at night, or get these kids to stay at night. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Sean, thank you, Sean. Now, another youth of our great city. Go ahead, fire it at me. I got it. Frederick Sawyer.
Hello, my name's Frederick Sawyer Brimage. I'm 19 years old. I just want to say, what's up, Mr. Lang? I just want to ask you a question. I mean, it may be too personal, but I just wanted, for me, my own personal thing, I just wanted to know, why did you want to become mayor? What is your passion on becoming mayor? Why do you want to be the leader of this city, New Bedford? I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing, I just want to know.
Mr. Pittman. Sir, just so everybody can hear you, sir. We're going to answer a question that's a little out of the norm, but that's cool.
Yeah, there are very few questions that I think I was prepared to answer tonight. This one is one I'm prepared to answer. I want to admit, because of the outpouring of support that I've seen in this city for the idea that if we unite the city and work together of our problems. And I think of myself as only being someone who is trying to set the table for that purpose. Working with everyone, I believe this city can achieve greatness. The sky's the limit. We're going to shoot for the moon. And that's why I ran for mayor, and that's why I'm here tonight, and that's why all of you are here tonight. That's why people all over the city, that's why there's a buzz about New Bedford, because we're on the move now. We're going to set our problems straight, and we're going to move to a whole new era in New Bedford of, number one, and very, very importantly, unity, working together, sensitivity, understanding each other's problems, and expanding our economic base, making sure our education system is the best, making sure our streets are safe, our neighborhoods are beautiful. We can do all of this if we work together. That's why I ran for mayor. That's why I'm here tonight, and that's why all you are too. Thanks for asking me that question.
Yeah. I'm not done. The reason I wanted to ask that is because, you know, the city needs leadership, you know what I'm saying? Because this city's like, it's like a living hell in the city. This West End, South End stuff, they're spending 60 mil on the school that's on a waste, you know what I'm saying? New Bedford High, you know, complaining that we don't have books, we don't have funding for the non-profit organizations. You know, there's a lack of investing in the youth. And what people fail to realize is that the youth, we're the future of this city, so we need our leadership. Wait, hold your applause, because just because people applause and great speeches are made, but you know what? It's time to walk the walk. Because I'm tired of people talking the talk. You know what I'm saying? People are allowed to talk. I'm not saying you're allowed to talk, Mr. Lang. I'm sorry. I just hope that you are a better mayor than Kalis, because I don't have no beef with him, but it's just that he couldn't handle it. But I hope that you can handle the city, because this city needs a lot of work. We need to build the foundation over, and we need to build the building that we're gonna build. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 20 years old this summer. You know, I want to walk down the street without someone saying, "Oh, you from South End, you from West End." You know, that's bull. That's bull. Hold the applause. I don't want no applause. Because this is some serious issues. People are dying in New Bedford. People know who killed the people in New Bedford and not saying anything. There are drugs in New Bedford. I'm so sick and tired of people talking about New Bedford's this, New Bedford's that. Don't look down on my city. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Boston, but I moved here 4 years ago. This is my home. You know, I'm going to walk the streets proudly as a black man, not a minority.